Hey everyone, and welcome to the Paradise List. Today we're counting down the best military action movies on Netflix. Let's get started.
Oh boy.
Number 10, SAS Red Notice.
Grace, what's a fair price for that village?
SAS Red Notice is a 2021 action thriller, directed by Magnus Martins. The British film is written by Lawrence Malkin. It is based on the novel by the same name. The premise of the film involves Tom Buckingham, who is a special forces operator who has been suspended. He is traveling with his girlfriend to Paris, where he wishes to propose to her, as the train traverses through the Channel Tunnel. It is hijacked by a group of terrorists led by Grace Lewis. Number 9, Sand Castle. The story follows a young soldier and his introduction into the 2003 invasion of Iraq. Based on true events, it bears witness to the destruction and horrors of war. He is sent to provide water to a village whose infrastructure was destroyed. Simple things, however, such as water transportation, water distribution, and the reconstruction of the plumbing, became a challenge in war environment. Sand Castle is a 2017 American war drama film, directed by Fernando Coimbra and written by Chris Rosner.
We will not leave until the problem is solved.
Number 8, The Forgotten Battle. Set in the late 1940s, towards the end of the Second World War, The Forgotten Battle draws inspiration from the Battle of Zeeland, the story of which largely remains unclear to this date, among increasing tensions between the Allied forces and Nazi Germany's hasty retreat from its war-occupied territory. The citizens are thrown into the uncertainty of war. The film follows a British fighter pilot, a Zeeland citizen, and a Nazi soldier, all of whom are thrown together under unusual circumstances. While they come from very different walks of life, their goal remains the same: freedom. The Forgotten Battle is a 2020 Dutch World War II film, directed by Matthijs van Heiningen.
I'm not gonna die.
Not today.
Number 7, 12 Strong.
You taking me to school again?
And picking you up.
Daddy.
Two planes have crashed into the World Trade Center.
The movie is based on a true story. The majority of the characters in the film are fictional, but they are inspired by actual people. Chris Hemsworth, who portrays U.S. Army Captain Mitch Nelson in the film, is not a real person but was inspired by Mark Nutch. Mark was the leader of the Green Beret unit to be called the Horse Soldiers. Chris met the real-life soldier to prepare for his role. According to Mark, 12 Strong doesn't stick to the facts entirely. Some details were exaggerated for the film, but the story remains to be true. Though the facts may be stretched, the film still represents the heroes of the attack. 12 Strong is an American action war film, directed by Nikolaj Fuglsig. The film was released in January 2018, and it received mixed reviews from critics. Number 6, Spectral.
Men just started falling.
Civil unrest in the European country of Moldova has U.S. forces engaging the insurgents. However, there is a new threat who has decided both are their enemy. This new threat resides in an alternative spectrum that makes them invisible to the naked eye, and instant death to anyone confronting them. Locals believe they are spirits of war, but others believe they are superior arms technology fabricated by the Moldova government. Spectral is a 2016 3D military science fiction war film, directed by Nick Matthew and written by Ian Fried. Number 5, Sniper Ghost Shooter.
I want you on the Black Sea with your crew.
Directed by Don Michael Paul, Sniper Ghost Shooter is a 2016 military action feature film, released in the direct-to-video format. The sixth follow-up of the popular film franchise Sniper is an enthralling adventure that plunges the audience into the vortex of an international energy conflict. Much like other films in the series, the narrative follows elite force gunner Brandon Beckett as he embarks on another mission to save the world from impending terrorist threats. This time, the narrative takes him to a violent and corrupt Georgia where he must anticipate and intercept an imminent terror attack on Georgian pipelines by extremist organizations. While the enemy always remains one step ahead, an internal security breach is recognized, and the Marines are finally able to think like the enemy.
It isn't God's work. We do the stuff he doesn't want to do.
Number 4. Extraction. Netflix film Extraction is evidently winning hearts on the internet. The film revolves around the story of a black market mercenary Chris Hemsworth who is assigned to a deadly mission to Dhaka to retrieve the teenage son of India's biggest crime lord. Extraction is an American action thriller film. Directed by Sam Hargrave, Netflix released Extraction on April 2020. The film received generally mixed to positive reviews from critics, who praised the performances and action sequences. It became the most watched original film in Netflix's history, with a reported 99 million households in its first 4 weeks.
We can send a chopper and get you out, but you gotta leave the kid behind.
Number 3. Mosul. Mosul follows the group as it navigates violence-torn Mosul on a mysterious mission along the way. The men enjoy a brief respite watching a Kuwaiti soap opera, find safety for one of 2 young boys whose parents were killed, and engage in an uneasy barter with a Shiite militia force, trading cigarettes for bullets. Instant death lurks around every corner, and the movie doesn't shy from killing off major characters. But it does play like an odd match of form and content, a story of single-minded humanitarianism framed as a relentless action spectacular. Mosul is an Arabic-language American war action film, written and directed by Matthew Michael Carnahan. The film is based on the 2016 Battle of Mosul. The film premiered at the 2019 Venice Film Festival, and it was released on Netflix on November 2020. Number 2. 13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi.
How willing are you to die for your country?
13 Hours, The Secret Soldiers of Benghazi, also known simply as 13 Hours, is a 2016 American biographical action thriller war film, directed and produced by Michael Bay, and written by Chuck Hogan. Based on Mitchell Zukoff's 2014 book of the same name, the film follows 6 members of the Annex security team, who fought to defend the American diplomatic compound in Benghazi, Libya, after waves of attacks by militants in September 2012. 3 Hours grossed $69 million worldwide, and it received mixed reviews from critics, while the film was praised for its acting performances and action sequences. Number 1. The Hurt Locker, 2008.
Welcome to Camp Victory. Oh, Camp Victory? I thought this was Camp Liberty.
The Hurt Locker is an American war movie released in 2008 that is set in the second year of the Iraq War and won 6 Academy Awards, including for Best Picture and 6 BAFTA Awards. Also including for Best Film, the movie's vivid immersive realism and its attunement to the psychological effects of war made it a critical favorite. A lot of movies begin with poetic quotations, but The Hurt Locker opens with a statement presented as fact. War is a drug, not for everyone, of course. Most combat troops want to get it over with and go home, but the hero of this film, William James, who has a terrifyingly dangerous job, addresses it like a daily pleasure. Under enemy fire in Iraq, he defuses bombs. Well, this is it. Thanks for watching. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up.